Ouija, is Southridge haunted?
Who's moving it?
Yes. Where does the ghost reside? 1 0 9. Last question, O Spirit of Ouija. Which is the greatest news program of all time?
Oh God.
We all know Halloween is a time of spooky stories, costumes, and of course, candy.
But the best part about Halloween is the thrill of being scared.
But what makes a person become fearful? And why is it so exhilarating?
Well, we first need to understand what fear is and what happens when a person is scared in order to understand what is considered a great scare.
Fear is defined as an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is likely to cause pain or is a threat.
According to Gillian Mahone, in an event of being scared, a person's fight or flight response will take action and cause the adrenal glands to pump adrenaline throughout the body.
During the stimulation, a person may experience increased heart rates, rapid breathing, and changed brain activity, according to Dr. Felipe Amontague.
What makes an adrenaline rush so thrilling?
As cited by David Zald, a hormone in your brain called dopamine is released affecting the brain's reward and pleasure centers. Many of us enjoy this rush of pleasure.
But there are other people who are not so thrilled by it. You may easily identify these individuals as the ones who cover their eyes during scary movies.
Don't be alarmed, Mavericks. The act of being scared is healthy for an individual.
Now that we all know what fear is and why it's so thrilling, go out and scare someone.
Hey guys, I'm here with Camille. Say what's up, Camille.
Alright.
Guys, I'm here with Sochi.
Hi.
Alright. So, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
The Kit Kats. The white chocolate Kit Kats.
Snickers. Yeah.
Chocolate.
Alright, wait. Hold on, wait. I think I forgot my question. Hold on, wait. I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, stay here. I think Stephanie has the paper.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it worked. You got it.
Dude!
No, the other
Don't
one.
do me. Don't do me like this, I swear.
Turn them on.
Oh my!
Urban legends are humorous or horrific stories circulated as though true. There are many known urban legends. Around Halloween, when the veil between our world and the spirit world is thin, the legends of this nature tend to resurface and recirculate. Let's take a look at a few.
An example of one can be Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is said to appear when you call her name 3 times while looking into a mirror in a dimly lit room. To better explain the effect, an Italian vision scientist explains that reflections of faces in dimly lit spaces can cause strange face illusions, leading to dissociative identity effects, causing the participants to see changes in one of the faces in the mirror's reflection.
So what do you think? Should we try it?
Absolutely.
Okay, stop there.
Oh,
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Another, the legend of the Bunny Man. The Bunny Man has many variations, one involving a man who not only killed and skinned rabbits, hanging them from trees throughout the countryside, but people as well. The Bunny Man's ghost is said to come out of his place of death each year on Halloween.
The origin of this legend begins in 1904 in Virginia, where a transport carrying patients from an asylum crashed, leaving only one man alive, a man who murdered his family on Easter Day. One Latin urban legend is La Llorona, the weeping woman. The story goes La Llorona had drowned her children in the river as revenge because her husband had left her for a younger woman. After she drowned her kids, she then drowned herself.
Parents often use this story and others to prevent their children from being out late at night. Parents say that kids who are out wandering late at night will get kidnapped by La Llorona, that she might mistake them for one of her own children. La Llorona desperately calls out,
¡Ay, mis hijos!
When kids start wolfing down their Halloween treats, there's always one grim specter lurking in the back of parents' minds. What if some madman had filled their child's candy with poison, razor blades, needles, or some other decidedly terrifying foreign substance? But has this ever actually happened? Let's take a look at how rational these fears are.
In short, to random children, no. But in 1974, an 8-year-old Houston boy named Timothy O'Brien died after eating a cyanide-laced pixie stick while trick-or-treating. Although the poisoning initially looked like it might have been the work of a deranged homeowner, the investigation into O'Brien's murder soon centered on his father, Ronald Clark O'Brien.
O'Brien was eventually convicted and executed for murdering his son. While his crime was certainly a horrific one, it was hardly the sort of random poisoning that parents fear.
So nobody's ever died from poisoned Halloween candy?
Well, not exactly. It has, but just not by some random madman.
Wow. Well then, what about the razor blades and the needles?
According to Snopes, since 1959, there have been around 80 reports of sharp objects within food. The great bulk of these reports turned out to be hoaxes, and even when the stories turned out to be true, the needles or blades were usually placed in the food by a relative or friend who had a really boneheaded idea of what constitutes as a good prank.
Well, that's about it, Mavericks. And remember to spend more time enjoying that delicious candy and less time worrying about the death by Snickers.
I'm Thomas, and this is Stephanie, and we'll see you next time on
Current Spooky Issues.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster
the
mash.
monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a